Hey guys, my name is Michael Joseph McManus Jr. and I wanted to tell you guys the correct fastest accelerating supercars in the world because I messed up the last time. So coming in at number 1 is the Pininfarina Battista. That car did 0 to 60 in under 1.9 seconds. Top speed is 217 miles an hour. That car is fully electric and everything. And then coming in at number 2 is the Remax C2 concept. Did 0 to 60 in 1.97 seconds. Top speed over 250 miles an hour. I think it's 258 or 256. Number 3 is going to be the Tesla Model Roadster. 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. 0 to 100 miles an hour, 4.2 seconds. Quarter mile, 8.8 seconds. And top speed over 250 miles an hour. Then coming in at number 4, you got the DeVal 16, which is supposed to be doing the 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds. Top speed is over 340 miles an hour for the 5,007 horsepower version. Then that has a quad turbo V16 engine. And then they're making 2 other models, which are the 3,000 horsepower V8 version, or I think it's another number V16, another one. And then you got the 2,000 some odd horsepower V8 version, and then those are all the versions that they have for that car. And then coming in at number 5, you got the Hennessy Venom at 5, supposed to be doing 0 to 60, 1.8 seconds. Top speed over 300 miles an hour. I think it's supposed to be 310 or 315. And it's supposed to be doing 0 to 249 miles an hour and back down to 0 in less than 30 seconds. And 0 to 286 miles an hour in less than 10 seconds. And then 0 to 249 miles an hour in less than 20 seconds. That's number 5. And then coming in at number 6, you have the Koenigsegg Fiasco, which is supposed to be doing 0 to 60, 2.5 seconds. Top speed over 300 miles an hour, which that car was named after Koenigsegg's father, because he helped the business in the beginning of the years when the business first began. And then coming in at number 7 is the Koenigsegg Regera. 0 to 60 is 2.7 seconds, and 0 to 250 miles an hour, they did it, was in 21 seconds. Then you got the SSC Tuatara, which is doing 0 to 60, I think, in like 2 point something seconds, and top speed over 300 miles an hour. And then you got in number 8, you got the what is it? You got the number 8. You have the Koenigsegg Agera RS, which did 284.55 miles an hour in 0 to 249 miles an hour in 24 seconds. But then 0 to 249 miles an hour and back down to 0 in 33.29 seconds. And going in the other direction, from doing its top speed world record, it did 272, and then it did 284, and that they average it off to 278 or 279.77 miles per hour. And then that was number 9. Number 10, you got, of course, you have the Koenigsegg Agera 1-to-1, which, the 1-to-1 should be number 9, the RS should be number 10, so I'll just switch it up. I'll make the 1-to-1 number 9. 0 to 60, 2.8 seconds. 0 to 249 miles an hour in 20 seconds. Has a theoretical top speed of 273 miles an hour, but I switched the 1-to-1 to before, like I switched it to before the RS, because the RS, doesn't have as quick of acceleration. So the RS is number 10. Then number 11, you have the Bugatti Chiron, which the Chiron could do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds. Did 0 to 249 miles an hour and back down to 0 in 42 seconds. Top speed limited to 261 miles an hour, but without the governor limiter, you could go 300 miles an hour or over, because I've seen someone actually take the limiter off and do over 300 miles an hour. I've seen it from my own eyes, and they did 500 kilometers And then that was number 11. And number 12, you have the Koenigsegg Agera R with its acceleration to 0 to 250 miles an hour. 0 to 60 was 2.9 seconds. Top speed 267 miles an hour, 270, somewhere around there. And then you got in number 13, you had the Hennessy Venom GT. That did 270 miles an hour, over that actually, and it could do 0 to 60 2.8 seconds. It could do 0 to 400 kilometers an hour, which is 0 to 249 miles an hour, in 21 seconds or something like that. It did that. And then coming in at number 14 or 15, it's the Bugatti Veyron Supersport, which was the fastest car in 2011 for a couple years. It did 0 to 60 2 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. It topped out at 273 miles an hour, and it did the other direction 260 or something, or 250 something miles an hour, and gave it an average of 267 miles an hour. Going both ways, that was an average, and that was the fastest car back in 2011 and all them years, until the Koenigsegg Agera R came out. But then I'm gonna tell you guys, I would not spend that much money on a Bugatti. I would not spend $8 million or $3 million or even $18 million. I would never spend all that millions of dollars on a Bugatti, because the reason I wouldn't is because, yeah, Bugatti's fast and all that. Yeah, the luxury. I'm not doing it for the luxury and stuff. I want it for the speed. Bugatti, yeah, they're very fast, but gotta remember, you can't make them faster. The only thing that you'll be able to do to make them faster is to lose weight. They weigh over 4,000 pounds, so that's why it's impressive that they could even do these speeds. If you have $2 million and you're a millionaire and you have more than that, I would tell you to get the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, because then you can make that car way faster than what it is, because it weighs 2,202 pounds, has only 570 horsepower and a 5.2 liter V10, and it could accelerate 0 to 60 2.5 seconds. Top speed is between 210 and 216 miles an hour, and then also 0 to 186 miles an hour was somewhere around 20 something seconds. And it did a quarter mile time of 10.1 seconds at 142 miles an hour. And then that's just stock. It doesn't have no emissions equipment, no safety equipment. It doesn't even have airbags. It doesn't even have real seats in it. And instead they made these seat shape. They made these seat pads into a seat shape and stumped them right onto the chassis. And then and then the whole car is made out of fully carbon fiber and plastic. And if you want to put the Underground Racing version X twin turbo package in that car, you would still weigh about 2,500 pounds and have way over 3,000 horsepower. You have 3,500 horsepower. My thing is to you guys, if you ever get the chance to do that, try it and do it. Make the Sesto Elemento a fast drag race car, and it would be the fastest drag racing car in the world. And you could somehow make it street legal somehow, and you'll make it beat the Underground Racing Drag 965 Huracan. It will dust that record completely, which that car did 259.96 miles an hour and a half a mile, and 224 miles per hour and a quarter. You would dust them records with the Sesto Elemento with having that same amount of power because of its low weight. You would probably do 0 to 60 in 1 second. 0 to in a quarter mile you would do 280 something miles an hour, I would say. And then in a half a mile you would do over 300 miles an hour. In 1 mile you would do like 340 miles an hour. In 1.5 miles you'll top out at like 350 360 miles an hour with that car, because that's possible. So yeah, my name is Michael Joseph McManus Jr. Please subscribe, click that like button, and tell me what you guys think. You guys could, ask questions. Let me know what you think, because I know I put them in correct order. I know what, Christian Vaughn and everyone said, what they're going to do, because I keep up to date on these cars. I'm always up to date on them. I'm like looking at them every day. So, yeah, I'm starting a little bit because, I'm trying to do this quick. You guys have a great day. It's August 18th and it's 4:25 p.m. and we're in 2019. I'm going to say to you guys, if you guys ever have supercars during this, because it's really getting heat now, like where the climate is changing, it's really hot. So if you guys are out there racing, I would tell you to wait until like the evening time around, night in this type of heat if you want to race, because your car is probably going to heat up. It's probably going to, you'll have a chance of blowing the engine. I would say a 50 to 80% chance of blowing the engine because it's really hot out. Yeah, you guys have a great day, great evening. Enjoy the rest of all the years. You guys, enjoy your supercars. Enjoy. I love you all, and I appreciate everything you guys, do with your cars and make them fast. I love watching you guys out there. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Enjoy. Peace.